Basically, this film idea is basically about a girl called Lila who basically started secondary school with her best friend Jessica, who she's known since they were 5 years old. So as they start, they meet these group of popular girls. They're really popular because of their bad antics, and like they obviously like become friends with them as well. But as like they get to know each other, the popular girls seem to like Jessica more because she fits in with their bad antics. Because like it's easy to manipulate her into getting her to do stuff that they would do like as a group. But Lila, she's seen as innocent. She's got the innocent image, so she doesn't really want to be part of that. So she tries to pull Jessica out of the group. However, so this causes like jealousy between the two girls, and like the popular girls, they're enjoying like seeing them like kind of their relation kind of like being on like the rocks or whatever. And yeah, so the popular girls try and like break their friendship, break their bond. So they find a way to get rid of Lila because they don't really like hold of her innocent ways. So yeah, so Lila tries to warn them about like what she's found out about the popular girls and what they've like done in the past, and like yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, so yeah, that's so basically that causes them to fall out because like Jessica thinks like Lila's jealous, well she is, but she's trying to hide it. So after that, like the popular girls try and talk Jessica into getting rid of her. So they think that one way is by killing Lila. So they end up, well, Jessica ends up doing it, surrounded by the group, and yeah, then like they hide her body and act like nothing's happened. But yeah, just when they think she's dead, she's not actually dead. So she basically comes back to life and like seeks revenge, especially. Well, she obviously like tries to get every single one of them back, but like saving the best for last, basically, which is her best friend Jessica, who stabbed her. She did the killing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So character types, please. Themes of horror, appropriate locations.
Well, the locations would be in the school, and also I was thinking to set it in a bedroom as well to show that they were best friends.
So school and a bedroom.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate for
And a park. And a park.
For the murder.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate for horror?
Yeah.
Tell me how that's
Isolated,
horrific.
because no one's going to be there.
So no one's going to be in the park, and then the school, and then a bedroom. We need to rethink that. You need to think about how you can make these locations scary. We need to try and shift ourselves away from using school. You need to be a bit creative with those locations. I like the park. Yeah, I like the park and filming at night and stuff like that. But school would be a very common thing that people will use. Think about where else friends would hang out. Yeah? Okay. Character types.
Well, like what we discussed, that there's like popular girls, so that's like they're quite mean and nasty, whereas the other girls like Jessica and was it Lila? Lila. They're both seen as kind, and they're just trying to like they look up to these popular girls, but they fall into the wrong circle of these people, and that's not how they should like go into that group. They should just hang around more kind of people, but they go into a different like circle of friends, but not really friends at all.
Okay, all right. I'll keep my comments for a second. So feedback to this group, please. Feedback or thoughts on what they're saying. Does it sound like a horror? How can they improve their idea? What do they need to develop? Who's got anything to say? Megan?
How are you going to make it scary when Lila isn't actually dead, that she can try and kill them?
Blood.
Did you say blood?
Yeah. Props and things like that.
Yeah, so she'll have the like stabbing like marks or like blood all over her body. So basically where she's basically stabbed, and then she just like contacts her life with like blood all over her. Then she seeks her way to kill them with her own life.
Any other feedback or questions? Yeah.
What parts of this plot are you going to put in the trailer?
Great question.
I guess like scenes like showing like their friendship, like Lila and Jessica's friendship, and then like when popular girls are trying to talk her into killing her, and obviously the killing scene and trying to like get them back.
Something to think about. Something to think about. Any other questions or feedback, please? Does it sound like a horror?
Can I add one thing?
Go on.
When adding on to Bolly's plot, and I said to her that we could use Snapchat as a way to like message Jessica, who is about to kill her friend, and like when the popular girls ask her, you need to, kill her in order to become like part of our like popular girl group. So I said that there could be a picture of a dead body, and they write to her, "This could be you," and it's like only if you kill her, you're with us. So that's like one way to make it scary with this like graphic photo of someone like dead and as cool.
Okay. Sanaya, does it sound like a horror?
Once we get past the killing part, yeah. But the beginning part with all the difficult friendships can be shortened.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing and long. There's like a lot of people and like we don't understand like why did she go to her? Why was like her one friendship not enough? Like what did they have that was so amazing that she had to go to this one group? Just like it's a bit confusing.
Okay, Lana, what do you think?
I think the same, because when we were listening to it, me and Melanie were a bit confused as to what was going on until like the killing started, and then we understood it. There's a lot of like friendship involved in it.
Okay, all right. So for me then, it's gone. The character types. You did a lot of studying into character roles in horror films. Yeah. What you have at the moment is character roles from a teen movie. Yeah, the popular girl and the girl who looks up to the popular girls and all of that, and she's kind of following bad gang, as my mum would say, but she's getting influenced by these terrible girls, and she ends up killing someone and all of that stuff. I think we need a little bit more work on the killing part of it, because that's when the horror begins. Yeah, and I agree with Melanie. That is when the horror begins, and I agree with Sanaya. That's when the horror begins, when she comes back to life. The moment your idea is really weighted on all the stuff that happens before the killings. If I'm going to go and watch your film, same thing I said to the other group, why would I be scared to watch this film? I'll be scared because someone was killed, yeah, and come back. Now, things that you could think about is keeping the person who's come back identity a secret. Is it the girl come back, or is it someone else? Yeah, because those girls are horrible, isn't it? They could have bullied someone else. A bit of mystery there. Remember about killers keeping their identity hidden. Yeah, so is it her or is it someone else? Maybe having clues in the trailer to say it is her, or maybe not. And how did she come back to life? What's happened? They said that he killed her and then she came back to life. What's going on there? Is it that they didn't stab her in the right place, or is it something supernatural? So you've got some supernatural elements there, or is it just that they just didn't stab her in the right place? Then why? And if they stabbed her, why is she coming back with the blood on her shirt? Wouldn't she change her shirt?
Well, this is a film called Some Kind of Hate. Basically, the girl, she commits suicide, but then she tries to get all these bullies back, but like she has blood all over. Like she's basically a dead person, but she's trying to get them.
So
back.
She commits suicide. She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead, but like
she's a ghost.
Yeah, not a ghost, but like she comes in like human form, but like she has blood all over when she comes back.
So she's a ghost.
Like a zombie.
She's a zombie.
Yeah.
She's a zombie. See, that's what I'm trying to say to you. It needs that whole thing about her coming back to life. That needs a little bit more work, because that's definitely something that you have to represent. And are we going to show her, or is it that she's going to be hidden and we're going to think, oh, maybe it's not her, it is her? That's something to think about. Yeah. Your locations need a lot of work. Yeah, which you got that sense when I was asking you those questions. School is great, but it doesn't need to be in school at all. It doesn't need to be in school. The place that the killing takes place is very important. How she comes back and kills them. I like the thing of using the home. So not just one bedroom, maybe using about 3 or 4 bedrooms, and that's where she kills people. Or they killed her. Maybe they had a sleepover and they killed her in a sleepover. So that's why she kills them when they're sleeping. Something like that. Where you've got a kind of theme going through it. Like Nightmare on Elm Street. He kills everyone when they're sleeping. So that's what you need to think about. The themes of horror need to be thought about. Yeah? Locations need to be thought about. And I need to be scared when I listen to your story. Okay? All right. Very well done, this group. Okay.